and has to settle for that. And look at his hands, just look at that, that's agony. But Tarmo Meat, 34-19.
Such a big man, Tarmo, using his height well, so explosive. But the others, they look like they're in agony. The hands all cut up, and it's only event 2.
Tarmo, how is that going to affect you and the other competitors moving forward, knowing that their hands are torn to the bone?
It's very tough. They have to tape it, and then they lose the grip if the hand's already taped, and it's very hard.
You had what seemed to be a good time. Do you think it will hold up against the next heat in Marius?
I don't know about Marius. He's very fast and very strong, but I hope to beat some other guys.
Go, 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 go!
Go, do it.
Ah!
Well, these are tough men, so you know that they are in serious pain, and that will pass, but how will it affect them the rest of the competition? Slavek Tojcek, only 5'9", but tons of power. One of the Americans, Don Pope, from Cleveland, Ohio. Former American football background. Terry Hollands from Dartford in Kent. Once a rugby player, a bit like Martin Bayfield. Phil Pfister also flying the flag for the USA from Charleston, West Virginia, the fireman. And the man who is looking to defend his title, Pudzianowski. He will be favourite in this one. He seems to be favourite in every event that he goes in for. 34.19 is the target for these guys. And Pudzianowski's left the rest of them standing, but he actually stumbled there. He was almost going too fast.
I don't think Marius Pudzianowski has ever been beaten in a power stairs competition. Even a little stumble like that won't stop the great Pudzianowski. He's flying now, he's into his rhythm.
The two Americans are battling for second spot, but it's whether Pudzianowski's going to beat 34.19, and he's going to destroy it. So we know who's won, but can one of these Americans edge Tarmo Meat? Don Pope wins that personal duel. Pfister comes in next. Terry Hollands has got to try and edge out Tojcek here. This could be an important extra point for the man from Dartford if he can just get it over that line.
Yes.
And he's just done it.
5 seconds to go.
But no question, who's the winner of this one?
Also.
Tarmo Meat was right to fear Pudzianowski in this event. The Pole absolutely smashing the next fastest time. America's Don Pope will be pleased with his third spot after a disappointing showing in the deadlift. Terry Holland's time was only good enough for 7th place. Marius is already in an extremely dominant position, and Mark Felix still looks in good shape, but can he maintain that level in only his first World Finals? After an event not suited to him, Terry Hollands has slipped to 6th.
Now, we've seen this event before, you all know the score. 4 irregular shaped chunks of granite ranging from 100 kilos to 135 kilos. Lifted above your head, lock your elbows, nice and simple. You'd like to think so. The wind's picked up down here on the beach. That's going to make it tricky. And remember, after the last event, a lot of these guys don't have any skin left on the palms of their hands. Nice.
Well, so far nobody's really got to grips with these stones, Martin. Slavek Tojcek only managed to lift 1. Tarmo Meat went 1 better, as did Mark Felix. Raivis Vitsis managed 2, but then tried to lift one with his head, which wasn't very clever. Sebastian Venter also got 2. Despite getting all 4 in the heats, Don Pope couldn't do any better. Worst of all was poor old Terry Hollands. No stones lifted, and what appears to be a muscle pull as well. Pudzianowski knows what he has to beat. He has to just lift 2 faster than anyone else to take the lead here.
Lift.
Let's see what he can do. He'll have watched what's been going on with the others.
Good lift.
Well, that looked fairly straightforward, didn't it? Now he's going to go after this 6-sided stone.
Good lift.
And there's the 2 that he needs.
Pudzianowski getting into his flow now, and that dodgy second stone that they had in the heats has been dropped. These stones are all heavier now, but a lot easier to grip.
But as you see, it's the weight that's causing Pudzianowski some problems here. The grip isn't the problem, it's the weight. And that fourth stone, oh, he's in a bit of trouble. He's got the balance, but no, he did not get the full extension there. And the clock keeps ticking, and stone number 3 is proving problematic for the great man. You know, if this fella's struggling, it really is difficult. Yeah, and he says, you know what? That's it.
You're finished, okay? Yes, I know. First time. He is the fastest of anybody to 2 stones, so I suppose you can take that away from there. So quick on that second stone. Drives to the legs, straight out with the triceps, and manages to hold it just in front of his body. The ref was happy.
But it does mean that if Phil Pfister can lift 3 stones in any time, as long as he beats 3 before time runs out, he can come in and claim maximum points here. So a real chance for the fireman to do some lifting. That first stone nicely balanced on that broad chest of the man from West Virginia. 1 down. He's taking his time. He's not trying to rush and go for, well, he's not going to get Pudzianowski's time, so this is a calculated gamble here. He needs to make sure he gets at least 3 stones now, because he's taking it really steady.
Good lift!
Oh, he's only just got that one. Now, this is the moment, though, isn't it? He's obviously got a plan, and that plan is to get this stone lifted.
He really is a marvel, Pfister. First World's Strongest Man final back in Morocco '98. Tall and skinny, had no shoulder power. Nowadays, monstrously strong overhead.
Yes! That's the one. Well, the plan was absolutely spot on.
35 seconds to go.
Well, why would you go for that 4th stone and waste some effort when you've got maximum points, unless you want to throw down a marker? I'm not even sure if he's going to. He is, you know. Oh, is this smart? With hands that have been torn up, why put in any extra effort and go for this 4th stone?
I think this is a huge message. First-class post to Pudzianowski. I'm still in this contest, if he can do it.
Well, he has made a statement. It's 20 years since an American has won this event. The last man to do it from the United States, Bill Kazmaier. And Bill would have been looking on at this and been very impressed. That second stone wasn't the best, but he did just enough. And then the 4th stone, oh, that was easy.
Phil, the look on your face when you were doing these stones was sheer determination. What was going on between your ears while you're performing these feats?
You know, all of these events are so brutal. It's very tough to have a calm, peaceful, strong mind. I've done a lot of practicing with the rocks back home. So, very confident going in, you know, very determined and confident.
And didn't he look it? Phil Pfister was the only man to lift all 4 stones, and he seems to be coming to life in the final. Pudzianowski did just enough to claim 2nd. Bad news for England's Terry Hollands. No stones lifted, no points, and possibly a serious injury. The rest of the field have a long way to go to catch the pole. It seems he's never out of the top 2, so it'll take something special to cut that lead. Terry Holland's hopes of a top 5 finish look in danger. He'll have his injury assessed overnight, and we'll hope that it's not too serious.
Another bright day and fairly bright spirits amongst the athletes, despite an evening spent nursing battered bodies and lacerated hands. Next up, it's a familiar event in unfamiliar surroundings. It's Fingal's Fingers time for 10 of the world's strongest men. And the venue for this test of their strength and endurance, the splendidly named Fairyland. Come on, boys.
Well, 5 fingers, and they're absolutely brutal. You've got to turn them through their axis in 75 seconds. The lightest of them is 440 pounds. They get heavier. The first heat, Raivis Vidsis of Latvia, who was struggling badly with his hands, against Jarek Dimik, the Pole. These 2 fellas down the field a little bit. They'll need to fly through these fingers. They will both expect to get 5. They'll both need 5 to get a decent score. Now the trick is here with the fingers, keep everything moving with your body, arms and legs in harmony. You can't just do it with leg strength, and you certainly won't do it with your arms alone either. You've just got to keep going as well, because once you